Good morning. It is Good Morning Uganda here on UBC TV. If you started the show with us, thank you so much for being on the show. And if you've just joined, you're welcome. My name is Julie Nantaba Mosisi, and it's time for The Real, where we get to engage in a topic of discussion, sometimes sharing our 2 cents, but better when an expert is with us to speak into it. Now, today being the 15th of July, 2025, it is World Youth Skills Day, and a day that is celebrated annually. And to do that, we're not celebrating it obviously on our own. We are with someone, an expert, to speak into it and to speak into the theme of the day. With us is Solomon Kayua Mugambe, who is the Executive Director of Wezesha Impact. He's here to speak into the day as we celebrate it, as well as inform you and inspire you here on UBC TV. Solomon, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Right, it's World Youth Skills Day. What does this day mean to you and to Wezesha as well?
Yes, so as an organization, first of all, Wezesha is Swahili. It means enable. So basically, you can look at us as Wezesha Impact. In other words, enable impact.
Wow.
As an organization working with young people and enabling the young people to achieve their desires, their aspirations, but above all, getting them to engage in dignified employment. When we think about the Youth Skills Day, it's a day where we celebrate the young people. That's number one. But number two, it reminds us all the work that we need to do with the young people to enable them thrive and succeed in life. But number three, when we continue to reflect on it, it gets us to ask ourselves, what do we need to do more? In other words, what else do we need to do in order to ensure that these young people are succeeding and achieving their desires, their aspirations?
Perfect. Let's look at the theme for this year. Yes. What is the theme for this year's World Youth Skills Day, and why that particular theme?
Yes, so the theme for this year is empowering youth through AI and digital skills. And I mean, the world has realized that this is the next level. I mean, this is the level at which the young people are supposed to be. I mean, working so much with AI, working so much with digital skills, because the opportunities and possibilities that are coming up right now are mainly in the sector of technology. With the huge youth unemployment rates in Uganda, whereby we have about 400,000 graduates coming through every year,
right, and
having only about 90,000 jobs available, the digital economy certainly provides a lot of opportunity for jobs and employment. So we ought to really focus on AI, which is another thing that is coming, but most importantly, the digital skills development for the young people.
Right. Yeah. Looking at the population of Uganda, which is ideally about 75% of youths existing in Uganda, that is covering most of the population, and also the policies that are running the nation. Why in particular does Wezesha focus on the youth?
So when you look at the demographics in the country, I mean, like you've said, over 70% of the population in Uganda lies in the youth bracket. And when you go into the specifics, about 75% of the population in Uganda is under the age of 30 years. So if we do not focus on this age category, then our country is going to be in great trouble.
Right.
These young people need the right skills to be placed in employment. These young people need the right skills in order for them to innovate and create opportunities that are not going to only change their lives, but the lives of the communities where they live. So as Wezesha Impact, we decided to focus on this group because of those main factors. But also, most importantly, I mean, the youth are a promise.
Right.
Oftentimes, people look at the young people as a problem. Because when they're not occupied, when they're not given the opportunities they need, they may tend to go into the crime and all the other sorts of things. But once given the right support, at Wezesha we have a saying that says, youth are like clay. Yeah, you can make anything out of clay. You can make a cup, you can make a bowl. So if you give the young people the right skills and opportunities, then we are bound to have a better country.
Yeah. Very profound indeed. As we celebrate World Youth Skills Day, do get in touch. I know you have questions or opinions to share or 2 cents to share. 0709602592. It's the WhatsApp number that you are able to engage and talk with us. Someone did come through and just shared a good morning. Thank you so much for being on the show. That is General Obote Anwar of Gulu City. Thank you so much for being on the show. 0709602592 as we celebrate World Youth Skills Day. Do get in touch. Now, Solomon, let's look at how Wezesha is preparing youth, young people, for opportunities, but at the same time challenges when we look at the digital economy.
Yes. Thank you so much. So as an organization, a key thing that we are doing apparently is, first of all, providing the entrepreneurial skills to the young people. So we run a comprehensive program that focuses on enterprise development for the young people. And this is highly experiential. And the reason we focus on that is because you need to, first of all, work on the mindset of the young person.
Right.
And also give them the idea of innovating and coming up with ideas around enterprises or creating enterprises. But number two, as we do that, we always incorporate technology and digital skills development because we know that the world has changed. I mean, there's lots of opportunities and lots of things that are coming up, I mean, developments that are coming up because of the AI and technology. So in our programming, we focus so much on getting them to think more innovatively, creatively, and thinking more around problem solving, especially looking at the communities.
Right.
Yeah. So in that process, we also support them to identify problems that are existing and coming up with different solutions that range from non-technology to technology solutions. Yeah.
Now, when we look at technology, many a times you find that it's male-dominated, or when females are in the field of technology, they are looked at as the rare species.
Yes.
How is Wezesha, especially as we'll celebrate this particular day and focus on the theme that it's empowering youth through AI and digital skills, how is Wezesha emphasizing the point and normalcy of inclusivity when it comes to digital skills?
Yes, thank you. That's a great question. One of the things that I would like to point out is that as Wezesha, we've decided that our programs will always focus on 70% women. Initially, we had it at about 60%, but we realized we needed to move it higher because of the exact problem or challenge that you've just indicated. So that is, for us, the first decision that we made. And as we go into our interventions and working with the communities, we will always look out for young people who are female. And as part of this, we encourage them that, I mean, as women, you can also do it. You can also make it. The skills that men can have, you can also have. And we are intentionally building programs that are helping these young women to actually gain those skills.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Somebody comes through and says, good morning. Okay, it's interesting. Many of you are coming through to say good morning. Ask your questions when it comes to youth skilling, especially when it comes to the conversation of AI and digital skills. It's one that is run away from, yet pertinent for this day and age because it's the generation we are living in and we need to embrace it. Now, can you share a story or two of young people whose lives have been impacted and changed and transformed through your skilling programs?
Yes. So we've had, I mean, in our journey, we've worked with a number of young people. And earlier on, I mean, you had asked about, for example, challenges. And I would like to start from that point and then share the success.
Right.
So as part of this journey, as we empower young people with digital skills, there's been a few challenges. Number one, limited access to computers, to tech equipment. And I mean, when you look at many of the young people in the rural communities, they don't even have access to a basic phone. So that has brought a few challenges. However, still in line with that, the limited access to the internet, I mean, Uganda right now has an access rate of about 28%. So many young people still don't have access to that. So that has also limited the innovation and creativity and access to the digital platforms that could avail them with information that they need to be able to start different enterprises. There's also been limited exposure.
Right.
So many of the young people, especially the young people in the rural communities, have very limited exposure. That also deters their creativity and innovation, because oftentimes you will think about something, and when you see something, it will get you to think deeper and be more creative. However, amidst all those challenges, we've been able to have a number of success stories. I will share a success story of a group that we worked with recently. It's called the AfriXYZ. These young people, it's a group of over 5 members, young people, and they have innovated a platform, an online platform, where they are using that platform to market agricultural products and focusing on organic farm products. They have been able to employ a number of people, from market vendors, farmers, market vendors, and others, who supply them with these products, and then they do the online marketing for them. They have, been very, very successful, and we are proud that these are young people between the ages of 18 to about 23, and they're already creating employment and lots of opportunities in the communities.
Wow, very impacting if you think about it. And I know there's a video my producer had to share about some of your success stories. I hope we have it so that we get to share it. Be on the show, ask your questions, share your opinions. 0709 602 592. Let's look at how Wezesha takes opportunities to communities. How does it start? Where do you start from to seek those who actually need the opportunities, or those who need the opportunities to come for them?
Okay. Thank you so much. So we have a strategy that focuses on collaborating with, number one, government institutions.
Right.
And that means working with districts. And as part of that, we primarily identify vocational training institutions. You realize that many young people are now going into the technical and vocational training, and part of the technical and vocational training that's offered is in digital skills, in the digital skills space. So we reach out to the young people in the vocational schools across the country. Actually, apparently, we are working in 3 regions of the country, in the north, in the east, and the central parts of Uganda. So when we get out to the vocational schools, we work with these schools to identify the young people who are in their final year of vocational training. The reason we target those ones is because we are looking at this young person as they start to actively think about the next step post their education. And at that point, we are preparing them to transition smoothly into the world of employment. So vocational schools is a vehicle, but of course starting with the districts, then the vocational schools, and then as we work with districts, we also identify young people who are out there in the community, young people who are unemployed and are transitioning into the world of work. Yes.
Somebody comes through and says, this is Aikobua Bernard from Chambogo, and he says, I like the point that youths are like clay soil, meaning anything can come out of them. And the question from him is, how will you solve the problem of people using these youths to make their own plates for eating?
Yeah. Thank you so much for that question, and it's glad that you've connected it with the statement that I earlier made. Key thing to note is that we have to start by focusing on changing the mindsets of the young people. You see, when you're 20 years, you may not think about your 40 years. So getting the young person to think that, okay, you start sowing the seeds for your future now. So you make the decision to either take the other direction of, being used and doing, engaging in criminal actions, or you focus on building your skills. So when you're in your 40s or in your 50s or in your 60s, you're a very good person who is very successful and causing transformation in your community. So the mindset, it all starts with the mindset change. And it is something that we are focusing on so much in our programming. As part of our programming, we focus a lot on the I can attitude. getting the young people to realize that, oh, actually I can. And because I can, I need to focus my energy in the right direction. And that's why we bring all these skills to the young people.
Good morning, Julie. Thank you for the program. It's Isaac Wanzala in West Nile. Is the AI and digital skills empowerment targeted to unemployed, illiterate, drug-possessed youth groups from remote areas?
Yes. So when we are working with the young people, we don't segregate whether these ones are in drug abuse or what.
Right.
But we primarily target the young people who are transitioning into the world of work. So whether they are in they're abusing drugs or they're engaged in different activities, we will always target them. And through our community outreach programming, we have a number of young people who have testified and say, oh, I was in this situation, I was doing this, but now I realize that I have to target my energy into a different direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Good morning, Julie, and our guest. I'm always pleased with such young people who share their experiences and expertise with others. It's a very good way of motivating us youths to move extra miles, and it's such a good move as the world is evolving. So, Mr. Solomon, do not stop. This is Cricket Gagamel from Machindie Loafu.
Thank you.
As we begin to bring this conversation to a close, how are you celebrating today?
Today, number one, we are making sure that we get our team together to reflect on all the opportunities and possibilities that we have supported the young people to get to. So that's the number one thing. But number two, we are celebrating this day by reflecting on our programming. See how best can we improve even the programming in order to suit and get more young people into the digital economy. Because we realize that there are many opportunities. There's job creation, ranging from freelance online jobs to developing AI-powered solutions. There are opportunities around innovation, so getting these young people to innovate. There are opportunities that are coming through from the global competitiveness because the world has known and the world has moved to the digital economy. So us reflecting on how best can we even fine-tune our programming to ensure that we are achieving this goal.
Right.
So that is the other way we are celebrating today.
Right. Good morning. I'm called Bash. Thank you for the show. How can I easily learn digital marketing? I have a laptop and Wi-Fi already.
The number one advice that I would like to give to you is focus and focus and focus. So if you want to learn digital business or digital marketing or want to do something in the digital economy, exposure is very important. You have internet, so you have to make the best use of internet. A lot of the young people these days will spend their time on the internet, not focusing on what is going to take them forward. And yet there's so much that you can do with the internet. I mean, from research to finding online-based jobs to, developing applications. So using the internet, and because of AI, you can actually also learn online. So you don't know how to create an application, you can work with the AI to actually create an application.
Right.
You want to learn about, for example, how to train people on food processing or value addition, you can do that. You said you have a laptop, you have internet. I mean, you literally have everything, but just need to focus. And because you have that passion and desire, just use the online tools to get to learn that.
Right. Good morning. This is George Powers from Ginger. How will AI benefit me in discovering my career?
Yes, thank you. So AI, like I said, when we talk about AI, it has, lots of opportunities.
Right.
When you use AI, you can literally search for most of the things, or if not everything. And because it's a collection of information and data from different sources and all that. So as a person who is out there, you first of all signing up for an account on AI and just actively engaging with it will help you.
Right. Yeah. And one final one. Good morning, Uganda. I'm Odaro Vincent, watching from Tororo. I do appreciate the program of empowering youth. And you are empowering the nation. Please continue. This is a word of encouragement. How can Wezesha be contacted?
So first of all, we are located in Rubaga along Kabusu Road. And as you go by that place, you'll be able to find our offices. But we have regional offices in Lira. We have contact offices in Gulu. So feel free to reach out to us. And you can also check our website. It's www.wezeshaimpact.org.
Right.
And once you go to that website, you'll be able to get all the information.
Right. Thank you so much. That is Solomon Kaiwa Mugambe, who is the Executive Director at Wezesha Impact on this 15th day of July as we celebrate the World Youth Skills Day. The theme this year is empowering youth through AI and digital skills. Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you, Solomon, for coming through and empowering us with that information. Do reach out, do engage. 75% of Uganda's population is the youth, and they need to be empowered. So government agencies, anyone who is in for it to make sure that the population of Uganda is impacting and positively impacting and moving Uganda forward, do contact and engage and make Uganda a better place indeed for God and my country. Up next is GMU Tourism Express. Good morning.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Juko.
Yo.
Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the Parish Development Model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The Parish Development Model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda. Brought to you by
Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Good morning, and once again, thank you for choosing UBC. My name is Zakia Lucky, and we are on Good Morning Uganda. This morning, we come to you with a place where dreams are built, where dreams are nurtured. And with me is Mr. Tashobia, who is going to take us through the brief introduction about Nyungu Creatives Village. Where we are, it's a space full of art, culture, and so much more. We're going to learn about pottery, poetry, like a space of skilling. And Miss Tourism contestants, just the ladies seated in front of you, are going to be also getting skills from the very space. So stick around and get to see what Nyungu Creatives Village has to offer.
Good morning. My name is Jacob Tashobia. I prefer being called Tashobia. I'm a founder of Nyungu Creatives Village, a safe space for creatives and innovators. And so I got together our family and team, and they offered to come and share their skills with us. And so today you're going to meet very amazing people from pottery so that we know how to use clay and understand that the resources are literally just around us. So guys, I would like you to meet part of our amazing team. It's not all of us, but this is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
She's passionate in agriculture and things like sows, but she's now our current administrator. So she's the one that helps us with systems, make sure that all of us are doing what you ought to do. Then this is Maya, our public relations. She knows how to get out there and speak nice things about us, represent us right. She's a nurse, but she also makes liquid soap. Some of it is right here. And this is Aisha.
Hi. Hi, Aisha.
And she does decoration. And also she's a lawyer. So she also helps us with legal advice and stuff like that. And Magezi, he's an artist. He works with Davis and a team of many others. And today you're going to spend some time with him so you'll get to know him more. Here we have Josh and Maria, who are going to take us through our first experience. Yeah? So get ready to get your beautiful fingers into the clay and do something. Yeah?
Yes. I am Maria and this is Joshua. Please come listen. We are going to be taking you through pottery. We'll go through the processes together. We shall start with our clay preparation, and then we do the sieving, and then when the clay is dry, we do the wedging and we put it on the wheel. After we make what we want, right?
Yes.
But this is going to be involved. All of us are going to take part in this. It is not only us, the two of us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this clay here is soaked. We have clay inside this bucket. It is soaked. So what we do is that we wash it because we want to remove the impurities, like stones, grass, and then what? So whatever we wash from here, we'll sieve. We use a sieve. We remove the clean clay, sun dry it. Then when it dries to the point where we need, it's not supposed to dry completely. It's supposed to be like this, still have water in it, so that it can be workable. When you're working, it's supposed to be workable, like soft. Okay. Yeah, we wash it until it is clean, then we sieve. When you're sun drying, it is always like water, form of water, but to again come together. Yes.
So when you wash it, it all becomes liquid like porridge.
Yes.
When you dry it, it again melts.
It comes together. Yeah, it comes together. Yeah, like this one. So we shall get checked at the end of it. Like okay.
So for how long do you soak the clay?
No, it depends. You just have to get the clay from where you got it from, then crush it. You soak it in water. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes. You just have to wash it. When it gets to a porridge form, you sieve it. So after washing our clay, we are going to sieve it. And we are using the sieve. But you can also use a net, a mosquito net, or anything. Any sieve, as long as it is going to hold the impurities out of the clay. Okay? So someone should hold here. So what we do is that we pour inside the sieve, push it down,
Okay.
This is our sieved clay. So we have secured this place to dry it. Okay. When we are drying this clay, we use a cloth because it will allow water to move out. At the end of the day, water will move out, and then as the sun is hitting, we shall have this clay come together. Okay, so we shall pour it here and give it, if we have enough sunshine, it will take us like 2 days. If we don't have sunshine, it will take a week. So it depends on the amount of clay you have actually. More? Yeah. Tokura erije hati tarmu. Akababu anaiza har mama bari, but this time it is very clean. Okay, so we already have dry clay, but we use the same process. So we got to our wheel and see what we are going to do next. So now we are going to start the process of making a piece out of our clay. You can go now. The reason why we add water is for it to not to be so rough in our hands, to make it soft. Because if you add water, it will be soft. You work softly with it. It won't give you hard time. Okay.
That was it from the pottery class. You got to see Maria and Joshua take us through the stages of collection and then washing it. You sieve it rather, and then you dry it up, you merge it. I can tell you it was really exciting. The contestants have learned a new skill, including myself. Very therapeutic, and I can tell you we are bringing in more. The next class is going to be about art. Let's see how we get on to getting another skills with us. Please stick around, and we are still bringing you all the best within Good Morning Uganda Tourism Express.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
It's a beautiful morning indeed, the 15th day of July, and sometimes I must say I envy Zakia Lucky. Now, what she was doing is my kind of life, yeah. But she is doing a great job, and thank you, Zakia, for always making sure that we are updated with all culture, everything tourism in Uganda, but also mostly thanking and grateful to the Uganda Tourism Board for making sure that we get to experience what we experience on the show, and to you, our viewer, who experiences it virtually and eventually are tickled pink and nudged to make sure that you also go and tap into the experience. Time for GMU Business, and we're starting off with a section of beneficiaries of a Myoga government program in markets and border industry that have requested government to increase on the funds it gives them because the demand increases as vendors get to learn about this opportunity. Now, the chairperson, Owino Market, Chebandula Zone, Sako Mukungu Charles, said now they have been sensitized and have learned how to operate these circles to benefit vendors and also be able to collect money and pay it back. Majority of St. Balikudembe market vendors deny receiving parish development model funds. The vendors said the government program they have benefited in is to improve their businesses and the funds of Emyoga, which they get from Microfinance Support Center. Government first gave these circles 13 million but collection of this money was a challenge since most of the vendors thought it was a token from the president. The money was reduced to 20 million Uganda shillings. St. Bali Kudembe has 9 Emyoga circles, and in each, members divide themselves into groups of 5 people. Some vendors who borrow money to invest in their businesses within the markets, while others have used it to pay school fees, and others invested in projects at home. A vendor who is interested to acquire a loan starts saving with the SACCO, and the requirement for a loan, in addition to being recommended by the 4 members, is having savings of 3%. Meanwhile, border riders in Winners Association Bukesa are not sure what government program they are actually benefiting from. Now, moving on, local leaders and residents of Kabalesa Region, Hoima District are complaining over meager government service delivery despite hosting key oil and gas projects in the area. Kabalesa County hosts major projects like Kabalega International Airport, Kabalega Industrial Park, the proposed oil refinery, and Eco Pump Station 1. However, local leaders say these projects have led to population growth, straining limited services. They note the sub-county lacks a government secondary school, has poor roads, markets, and health facilities. Patients trek 7 kilometers to Kabale Health Center 3. John Ayesiza urges the upgrade of the health center to level 4 due to a growing patient load. He adds that poor road networks have hurt transport. Godfrey Byaruhanga says the area receives only 6 million shillings, which is still little. Jovenel Dramani and residents lament lack of water, electricity, and roads and schools. Now, let's have a look at what is with the Forex rates today as of the 14th day of July 2025. By morning, it was buying, that is the dollar, at 3,578.59 and selling at 3,588.59. And by midday, the dollar was buying at 3,579.23 and shot up at closing, buying at 3,579.50 and selling at 3,589.50. The British pound was buying at 4,819.43 and selling at 4,832.90. The euro was buying at 4,176.91 and selling at 4,188.58. The Kenyan shilling was buying at 27.70 and selling at 27.78. And the Tanzanian shilling was buying at 1.37 and selling at 1.38. And the South African rand dropped there, buying at 199.32 and selling at 199.87. Well, that's it from business. GMU does continue. Up next is the agenda, so you have to be a part of the conversation. And the number for you to engage is 0709-602592. So WhatsApp number, save it and ask your question or share your opinion. Good morning.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Pick of the day on UBC. Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondolo. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the rider selection campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Juko.
Yo.
What you check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the Parish Development Model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The Parish Development Model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present.